Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you well.
Very good. My name is Meredith. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Ellie. I'm from South Korea.
Hi, Ellie. It's nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you.
So, what would you like to practice today? Would you like to practice free talk or to work on the lesson you've picked?
I want to lesson today.
Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, lesson on the internet, a very good topic.
Yes.
So, okay. Let's begin first with some warm-up questions. How often do you use the internet?
I use internet every day.
For how often do you think?
How often? That I use the internet every day.
For 5 hours, 6 hours, if you had to
Yeah.
guess.
I think 5 hours, over 5 hours.
Okay, that's a good guess. Wow. So now, what is your favorite website to visit?
My favorite website is cambly and Engu.
Oh, Engu. The Engu is very helpful. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I like those too. My favorite website to visit is Duolingo because I'm learning a
Duolingo.
language.
I know.
I like Duolingo a lot. Now, this is an interesting question. Number
Yeah.
3. When do you think the internet was created?
I think 20. I think 20. 25, 22 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I think it existed in some form in the 1980s, but it wasn't until the 90s that it became popular. So, yeah. Now, to our next card here, the beginning of the internet. Let's practice reading this paragraph out loud.
Yes. The internet is a fundamental piece of technology and one of the most important inventions of our time. Research began in the 1960s, and by the early 1980s, an initial network, the
ARPANET.
ARPANET, was being used primarily by scientists and the military. Commercial internet service providers, ISPs, emerged in the late 1980s, and by 1995, the internet was fully commercialized in the US.
Yes. Now let's take some of these vocabulary words and use them in sentences. So fundamental means something that is essential. So what is something that is fundamental in your life?
My fundamental
Like, for example, my car is fundamental in my life. So what's something that is fundamental in your life?
Fundamental. I do not know.
Well,
I have no idea. Yeah.
Well, coffee is also fundamental in my life too.
Yeah.
So we could say those. Now, initial means something that's first, like the initial network means the first network. So when you tried the initial internet, what did you think? Like the first time you tried it?
Initial?
Yeah, like the first time you tried the internet, like for the initial time. What did you think about the internet? Like, did you think that the initial internet was confusing or was very easy to use?
Sometimes initial is very easy to find, but sometimes very confused what I understand.
I see. Now, next one, emerged. This is when something happens.
Yes.
So when the internet emerged in South Korea, how did people react? Were people very excited or were they sort of,
that then people was exciting to get internet.
I see. What about you? Were you excited too?
Yeah, but I was excited, but I do not good at internet before.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't start using the internet until 1997, so I was a little late. Now, this next one, commercialized, to make money.
Yes.
So now here, what is something else that is highly commercialized in South Korea?
I think cars,
Yes.
Cars and some games. Some games is very famous in the world now.
Yes, as well as cell phones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Samsung is very popular and famous in the world.
Exactly, yes. Now to our next slide here. Now let's continue reading about the timeline of the internet.
Yes. The internet is a fundamental piece of technology and one of the most important inventions of our time. Research began into the 1960s, and by the early 1980s, an initial network, the ARPANET, was being used primarily by scientists and the military. Commercial internet service providers, ISPs, emerged in the late 1980s, and by 1995, the internet was fully commercialized in the US.
Yes, and now a small correction here. When you see the word emerged, this ED almost sounds like a T, like emerged. Instead of emerged, emerged.
Emerged.
Much better, yes.
Emerged.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Yeah, okay. Very natural, yeah.
Yeah, it feels much better. Now here, Research began in the 60s. What happened in the early 80s?
Initial network.
Yeah, in the early
ARPANET
80s, we
was
had
being used.
ARPANET. Exactly. And then in 1995, what happened?
Internet was fully commercialized in the USA.
Exactly, yes. Okay, now vocabulary overview here. We practiced using some of these in sentences, so we can skip over this card here.
Yes.
And now let's go matching the cards to the synonyms. So synonyms are words that mean the same thing.
Synonyms.
Yeah, synonyms. So what would be a synonym to initial?
Fundamental, important, basic. Initial.
Remember, initial is like the first thing.
Yeah, first.
So you can actually use your pen here to draw like this.
Yeah, okay. First.
Exactly. Now, what about primary?
Primary, mainly.
Emerge.
Emerge. Appear. Appear.
And then invention.
Invention. Creation.
Yes, exactly. Creation. And then initial could also be the beginning of something.
Beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Okay, to our next slide here. Using vocabulary and context, let's create our own sentences using these words. So, for example, fundamental. Checking my email is a fundamental part of my day. So, what is a fundamental part of your day?
Likewise, checking my email or checking my text is a fundamental part of my day.
Yeah, exactly. Now, here to emerge, what is something popular that has emerged in South Korea?
K-pop emerged from South Korea.
It's so popular everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere you go. Okay. Now, initial. What was your initial reaction to K-pop?
I don't know. I don't know actually. Initial.
Did you feel just kind of like that?
Initial.
Yeah, initial means first. So like what was your first reaction to K-pop?
K-P-O-P.
Yeah. K-pop.
K-pop.
Korean pop.
Yeah, K-pop's initial is K-P-O-P.
Yeah, so what was your initial reaction to K-pop?
Reaction?
Yeah, like did you think, ooh, wow, or kind of
Actually, I like America. I like American pop.
Okay. So your reaction to K-pop was kind of,
So.
Yeah, so. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what's an important invention that's come out of Korea?
Invention? Invention. Korea.
Or an important invention you can think of in the world?
Korean language Hangul is in our invention?
Yeah, because originally
Traditional.
didn't Korean originally use the Chinese characters?
Mm-hmm.
But then the Hangul was created to be more
Oh, you know
specific to the
hunger?
language. Yeah,
Wow.
I taught for a Korean company for a while, so I learned a
Uh-huh.
little bit about Korea.
Yeah, hunger is very beautiful and very easy to read.
Yes, exactly, because each character has an individual sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or
Yeah.
yeah, very easy to pronounce. But I think for American, um, to practice or to learn hunger Korean language is very hard because uh, two language be, uh, between two languages is totally different order, has totally have the totally different order.
Yeah,
So
different
yeah.
structure of the language and
Mm,
different characters, different sounds. So
mm-hmm.
yeah, that can be a challenging thing.
Yeah.
Now, at work, what is your primary job at work?
Mm. I'm a housewife now, so
Hmm. So then what is your primary duties at home?
mm, cooking, cooking and
Yeah,
cleaning up. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's a
all.
lot of work. People don't
Yes.
understand how much work that actually is.
Yeah,
Because
always busy. Mhm.
because every day after work, I immediately start cooking and cleaning.
Uh-huh. Wow.
And yeah, it's tiring.
Yes.
Now, commercialized. What is something that is very commercialized in Korea?
I think I think internet shopping is commercialized in South Korea.
Very much so,
Hmm.
because it's become so popular. I think even more popular than shopping in stores.
Hmm.
What's a very popular shopping site in Korea?
I think grocery. Recently, we bought
Ah,
grocery in the internet market. That's
yeah, we
easy.
do that too. Here in
Oh,
Greece, we also buy our groceries online and they're delivered to us.
wow! You are in Greece now?
Yeah, this is, as you can
Wow,
tell from my
cool.
background here.
Oh, wow, cool. Oh, yeah, I can see.
Yeah. So, yeah, even here in Greece, we have online shopping, which is very convenient.
Mm,
Okay, now to our next, let's discuss here.
mm-hmm,
So, the internet was one of the most important inventions of our time. It was used primarily by scientists and the military, but today its use is ubiquitous, meaning universal.
a universal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you remember when you first started to use the internet?
Mm. I think 20 years ago.
And how did you feel when you first started using it?
Mm, that's easy to convenience. Easy and
Yeah.
convenience. Yeah.
And do you remember first using email with friends and sending chain letters and
Mm-hmm.
funny things to people?
Yes, yeah. But sometimes I do not understand what that means.
Yeah, sometimes too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how often do you use the internet every day?
Yeah, every day for 5 hours a day.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot. I use the internet for probably 6 or 7 because I teach online.
Mm-hmm.
So I use it for a lot too.
Yeah, but I prefer my smartphone than laptop.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So it's easier to use your smartphone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's more portable. You can take it more places.
Yes.
Okay, now let's read here.
The internet become a fundamental part of our lives. There are no, right? There
Our
are
lives.
many, yeah, there are many things you can do on the internet. However, some argue that we spend too much time on the internet.
Ah, so that's my first question. Do you
Yes.
think it's a bad thing to spend too much time on the internet?
Yes.
So what kind of problems do you think it creates?
Mm. My eyesight is getting bad.
Same with mine.
Yeah, yeah. I surgery the my eyes.
Oh, you had eye surgery done, like laser eye
Yes.
surgery?
So now, yeah. So now my eyesight is oh great.
Oh, that's great. Is it scary to get laser surgery done?
Yes, yes. Because that's too hard. That's too hard. Um, because open. I was opening my eyes for about 30 minutes.
You were awake.
Yes,
Oh, okay. I
like
like
this.
okay. I will keep my glasses then. Eek. Now, how do you think your life would be different if you didn't have access to the internet?
Hmm. Mm, I I think I would be boring. I would be bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be bored, and I couldn't buy. I couldn't buy. I couldn't buy. I couldn't buy. I couldn't buy easily.
Yes, exactly. You couldn't buy your groceries easily or delivery. Remember having to call delivery places and order it with the phone?
Hmm.
And now we just get online and order and we don't have to talk to anybody.
Yeah, before this lesson, I ordered many books for my kids. Yeah,
Ah,
that's great. Too easy.
yes, very easy. How many
Hmm.
kids do you have?
I have two sons. I
Oh,
prepare the English books for my kids.
that's great. How old are they?
Five, 6 and 4. Now 6 and 4.
Those are great ages to start learning. That's very good.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, now let's discuss here. Let's read.
Internet security is a global concern. The internet is not always secure for exchanging information. People must protect themselves against threats,
Threats.
threats like online viruses.
Yeah, so what do you think about giving out your personal information over the internet? That, does it scare
Mm.
you?
Yeah, I'm always scary, so I use virus prevent
Oh,
virus
like a
program.
like a virus protector.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I use one of those too.
Hmm.
So, what are some steps you think that you can use to protect yourself to stay safe?
Mm. Sometimes I change my mm, my secret number.
Oh, like your password?
Yeah, passport.
Yeah, password. That's very smart.
Password.
It's good to change your password every so often,
Yes.
especially for bank or credit card or things like that. Very smart.
Hmm. Yeah.
I should do that more often too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what about you? What devices do you use most often to access the internet?
I usually use my smartphone
Hmm.
to access the internet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I use my smartphone too because it has all of the apps that I need on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to order things from my smartphone too.
Yeah.
Now, how many connected devices do you have in your house? Like
I think
tablets,
tablet,
laptop?
three of tablets, and three of laptop.
Ah, and how many
Yeah.
cell phones?
I think four.
Wow, so it's a family with a lot of technology in it.
Yes.
That sounds like the average family now. Yeah, a lot of us have that many.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, friendly debate. So, a little debate here. Let's choose a side. Pick a
Mm-hmm.
side of the argument, and your tutor will take the other side. So, the internet has the internet done more harm than good? So, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the internet is has harm and good
So,
good
how do
things.
you
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have you be on the side of the internet is good. So, how is the internet a good thing?
Mm, um, um, I do not I do not remember suddenly. um,
Well, that's okay. How has the internet done good things for you every day?
uh, li, researching
Mm-hmm.
researching life life information is good things.
Yes, very good. And my side, where I would say the internet is bad, I would say the the internet is bad because we waste way too much time
Mm-hmm.
searching the web or being on social media
Yes.
or texting or talking with people when we could be talking with them in person.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I agree with your opinion. Um, so my children addicted the internet game already.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I'm so worried about it, and their I'm worried their eyesight
Yeah, the
too.
children's eyesight is getting worse because of devices.
Yeah, even if I take their tablet uh, the tablet if I take their tablet
They
they're
get very
always
upset.
they're begin to cry. So I
Yeah,
think they're addicted around.
yeah. That's another thing with children becoming addicted. They become addicted from a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
What age do you think most children begin to use the internet or online games?
Oh, but they um, from now from now
So, like from the time they're maybe 3 or 4?
three, yeah, I think so, but likewise my children is addicted to battery, so um, all parents pre-
Yeah, it's a problem.
provide provide and I do not provide like me.
Yeah, it's a problem. I understand.
Hmm.
Well, Ellie, it was very
Oh
nice to
yeah,
meet you
have
today,
fun.
and
Yeah.
it's almost time to go.
Hmm.
So I hope to have you again in class very soon.
Yeah, first I'm very nervous, but not now.
Oh, I'm
I'm
so
great.
glad to hear
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Wonderful. Well,
Thank you.
have a great day and talk to you soon.
Yeah, bye
Bye,
bye.
Ellie.